Here at Gundam Planet, we're all about pronouncing things right, which is why this guy gives me a little bit of trouble, because its name is that, and apparently I've always been pronouncing it as She Gundam or Kasi Gundam, but apparently according to the Gundam Wiki, it's Sai, like S-A-I, and I have no idea. I mean, it's a manga, so like who knows? But anyway, this is the BB Senshi Sai Gundam, and for those unfamiliar with it, it is the mobile suit that Hathaway Noah pilots in the, I guess, like sequel manga to Char's Counterattack called Hathaway's Flash, and it's really, really cool and really tough and awesome, but this is the little one. And as far as I know, this is the only that, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the only official model available for this Gundam, which is kind of a shame because it's really cool. But yeah, there's not too much to it, so let's take a peek at what we got here. Starting off, you got clear base, which is nice, good thing to have. He looks good up in the air. You got the gun. You got his hands. Like, that's exciting. This here, you actually get this thing with it. It is the Galaxon and his little boat thing, the Messer. As far as I understand, that's what these things are called. So, like, that's cool, you get that, but it is completely unpainted, and they do not give you stickers for it, because these are all the stickers it comes with. So if you want this thing to look right, you're going to have to do some painting. So that is that. You got some feet, and you got some chest parts and thrusters, that sort of thing. Polycaps, not too many polycaps, that's nice. And you got these two runners of white, which is a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of unpainted, like, you need to paint these. Like, these are some kind of, these are effect parts for its funnels. And yeah, it's all molded in white. So that's really fun. So you gotta paint that. And yeah. So, I mean, that's really just SD kits in a nutshell. They're not detailed and require a lot of work to, like, make them look right. Because, yeah, see, here's your beam saber. You know, what is this, 1998? It's just one piece all molded in white. Like, that's cool. I'm not excited about that. But for the most part, it has a lot of, like, surprisingly nice, like, panel lines and stuff, like, already put into there. So when you go to detail it, you'll have some guidelines. So, like, it'll look good if you put the work into it. So yeah, here's the stickers. Here's the manual. I really like the manuals that come with SD Gundams, because it's like, okay, so there's just, like, your instructions, not too complicated. But then you get all this fun stuff on the back, like these comics that are always really silly looking, but I never know what they say because I can't read Japanese, but I can only imagine that it's something completely ridiculous, because, I mean, it just looks like nonsense. So that's everything that comes in the box of this. Like I said, it's not too much, but I'm going to get to building it, and then when I come back, we'll take a close look at this little man. So I built him, and he's really tiny and really cool, and that's pretty much the long and short of it, is that he's cool. It is a BB kit, so the actual construction was very simple. Everything went together really easily, nothing too complicated. And there's a bunch of parts that are, like, hollow, and yeah, it's pretty much the same as most BB kits. The biggest difference, though, is just how, like, bulky this man is, because he's got the big flight unit on him, and that is cool, because these things can pop out. Well, if it's not stuck on this thing over here, they pop out, and they, like, move around, and whatever, so that's pretty cool. There's not much articulation, like, really at all. You can move the arms around, but there's, like, a big chance that they're just gonna pop out, because everything in this kit is just hooked together with a very simple polycap system, so it's all a little loose and not really great. But again, that's just BB kits in a nutshell. He's got, like, no legs, so you can, like, fiddle around with them. The fact that it comes with this base is awesome, because he looks pretty boring when he's just sitting on the ground. But once you get him up in the air, he looks really tight. And so that's pretty much it when it comes to the kit. He's got some accessories here. You get his little shields, which is cool. The shield is sticker hell. Just warning. Like, there's so many stickers for this. It's not too bad, but it's just really annoying and it doesn't look that great. But the good thing about it is that it just has this, like, little piece on the back right there, and then you just swivel it the way you want it, and then it just goes right into his hand, slide in like that, then boom, then he has a shield. You also get, like I said earlier, you get the beam saber. It's completely unpainted, looks really lame. If you want to paint it, like, go ahead, but it's just kind of really disappointing and just is what it is. You get his fin funnels, or fin funnels, regular funnels, regardless. They're just like, that's it. And to paint these guys, you really have to give them like a gradient effect on the energy coming out of the parts, which, depending on how much painting you do, might be very difficult or no problem. Regardless, is like, this is super lame. They pop right into the back of the flate unit like that. No problem there. The way you display them is kind of weird because they're completely hollow on the back, so you kind of have to put them a certain way to make it look right. So that's also kind of lame. But, like I say this a million times, that's BB kits for you. It's just kind of is what it is. And see, that falls right out. This man right here is, again, this is the Messer and the Galaxan. And this is really funny, but it's really just kind of like a waste of everybody's time because it's just hollow on the back, completely unpainted. And the way the arms work is actually inside of this is just the two arms are attached to a pole that goes across, and you just hook together, and then it's just on a hinge. So, like, there you go. That's the arms. Woo! And then he just kind of has these two handles inside this thing that he just holds on to. They give you a little gun for him, but that's, like, because of the way the arms work, he either got the gun and he's just like that, or you can have him hold on to these handles, but you can't do both. So that's exciting. I mean, it's pretty, like, neat that they included it, but unless you're going to do some major paint work, it's pretty much just nonsense. So that's this kit in a nutshell. Do I recommend it? Yes. For BB kit, I think he looks really good. He looks bulky and tough. It's just that you have to know going into it that it's just not going to be very detailed, and it's not going to look as good as it could be straight built. But if you know BB kits, then you know what you're getting yourself into. And I like this robot a lot. I think it's really cool that this exists. And if you're a fan of like an obscure, cool, bulky robot like this, then you should probably go for it.